Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ace Prestige, and it is trade time. We gotta make some changes. I want a higher draft pick. I might already get a really high one since I'm the Sacramento Kings, and maybe even stock up on some players, some assets that we maybe can trade in the future. So let's find where we can trade right here, and I believe it's front office. So trade select. I'm gonna start this off by using the trade finder and see what teams would be willing to offer for Rudy Gay, because I think he's playing a lot better right now than he will continue to play the rest of the season, if you know what I mean. And here we go. So right here, the 76ers are offering us Thaddeus Young and Earl Clark for Rudy Gay. Honestly, if they threw a first-round pick in there, I would be very interested in this deal. Excluding Earl Clark, Thaddeus Young is a up-and-coming player. He's 25. He has a long ways to go in terms of reaching his prime. So I think he can improve as time progresses. I just would like to be reassured, if they threw in that draft pick. So maybe I will see what I can get out of them. I'm definitely going to mark that down. Let's see, Bobcats offering Ben Gordon and Gerald Henderson. Not really interested in that. Ben Gordon's old. Gerald Henderson, I don't see much potential in that. Draft pick wise, I'm just really not interested in this deal. The Bobcats aren't a great team. I think they're going to be middle of the pack though, and I want a team that's going to absolutely suck if I'm going to get a draft pick. So, Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, but see, this is what kills the whole deal. They want a draft pick from me, and if they're trying to get a draft pick from me, I highly doubt that they're going to be willing to just give up their own draft pick. So, the Bucks don't really look... the Bulls offer Jimmy Butler and Carlos Boozer. If I recall, in current gen version of 2K13, after 1 or 2 seasons, Jimmy Butler rose all the way in overall to like a 90. So I don't know if that's the same in this. I would hate to trade for him thinking he'll turn into like a 90 overall and then he just stays at a 76. But and if I could get this and maybe, like I said, a draft pick, I don't know. I think the Bulls are going to be pretty good since Derrick Rose isn't hurt in this game. But I could maybe use that draft pick to trade in the future. So that's another one I'm going to have to mark down right here. Cavs, Luol Deng, Alonzo Gee. Not really interested in that, to be H. Celtics, Jeff Green and Chris Humphries. Both a little bit too old for my liking. Don't really see it happening anything. Zach Randolph, too old. I think in every 2K game that there's ever been since Zach Randolph has turned 30, the teams in association have just been trying to get rid of him, ship him off. Hawks, Paul Millsap and Elton Brand, but they're only trying to get a second round though. I don't know though. I really don't know about that one. I'll have to come back to that. Alright, this is another interesting offer because the Jazz, on paper, are probably the worst team in the NBA. Their star player is Gordon Hayward. And if you say that to a person who isn't following the NBA, but they know who Gordon Hayward is, they'll probably tell you that the Jazz are the worst team in the entire NBA. Because who would expect a team with their star player as Gordon Hayward to actually be better than 6-7 other teams in the NBA? But, if I could get this, and I keep saying this over and over again, if I can get this in a draft pick, that's an interesting offer. That is a very interesting offer. Knicks, not interested. Lakers, trying to ship old Pau Gasol to me, not interested. And oh my god, they're trying to exchange draft picks though. That's the problem here. Flalo has been nasty this season. I just don't think he's that good of a 2K guy. Although the Magic's pick, man, they're gonna have a high pick. There's so many interesting offers here. Dirk's way too old. Dirk's 35. That doesn't interest me. Are you really gonna try to give me Paul Pierce in exchange for a first-round draft pick, dude? What are the Nets have no idea what they're doing. That's stupid. Wilson Chandler and Gallinari. Oh man, I don't know. I just don't see that really being worth it to me. Roy Hibbert is kind of a beast. I don't know who this Donald Sloan guy is, so once again, is this going to be worth it to me in the long run? Probably not. Tyreek and Greg Steemsma. Nah, man, sorry. Pistons offer sucks. What the? They're trying to give me 260 overall, guys. Jesus Christ. Ever since they've added Rasheed Wallace as their assistant coach, things have gone downhill. And here we go with an interesting offer. We're trading Rudy Gay and a second-round draft pick. Second-round draft picks honestly mean absolutely nothing in this game for DeMar DeRozan and Steve Novak. I know the Raptors are third in the East as right now in the actual NBA, but I can't imagine them doing that great this like in this MyGM mode. So I'm gonna have to come back to that one too. This doesn't interest me. The Suns though. Goran Dragic and Gerald Green, but they're asking for a first-round pick. I can't do that. Pekovic, he's a beast in real life. Unfortunately, he's a bit underrated as far as 2K goes. And Trailblazer are offering me Batum and Darrell Wright just for Rudy Gay. The Trailblazers are going to be nasty too, so if I ask for a draft pick and they give it to me, it's really not going to have much of an effect. And is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. Warriors. Bogut and some foreign guy who I probably can't pronounce his name for Gay. That's not interesting to me either, since the Warriors are going to be very good. So I think this 76ers Warrior is good, but the one that actually is interesting me the most right now is this Raptors deal. So let's see. I'm going to start a conversation. Hopefully he picks up. I don't know if it's possible for them not to pick up. Hopefully not. Hey Sean, let me take a wild guess. You want to talk trade? That is just hilarious. I love when GMs start our conversations off with a joke. Alright, let's see here. That'd be funny if I just walked away. Your joke sucks, man, and walked away. Alright, I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna see if I can get a first-round pick off of them. So, I believe this is our current year, 2014, and their first-round pick. I think that's going to be worth something. I think if we rob them of DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay, I don't think there's really much of a difference in exchanging those players. They're kind of almost the similar players. Although, when you look at their salary, like one of the other reasons I want to get rid of Rudy Gay is because he has one of the biggest salaries in the NBA, and getting that off our payroll would be great. And honestly, it's kind of funny because earlier in the season, the Raptors traded Rudy Gay to the Kings for that same reason. They wanted to cut down their payroll, and it would be pretty funny if I just did a swap right here and sent Rudy Gay back to the Raptors, where he originally came from, in exchange for DeMar DeRozan, who's probably the Raptors' star player right now. So I'm going to submit them this offer. Maybe I'll have to throw in another player, possibly a scrub. Am I not allowed to submit this offer? Let's see. So the GM responded by saying this offer is not what they're looking for. I'm sure you can do better than that, he's saying. So, alright. So we might have to throw in another player here. So who is someone who, honestly, I think my whole bench for the even Jason Terry. Jason Terry is old and irritated. You know, because of that, I think Jason Terry is the perfect player to try and trade away. So let's see right here. Come on, accept this. This would be sweet. Illegal trade. I probably should have noticed that it wasn't valid. So the Raptors are over the salary cap of $58 million. The Raptors would acquire $6.55 million more than allowed. So Jason Terry's contract is too big. Let's see if there's any scrubs that they have paying $6 million. Amir Johnson, he sucks in this game. So, or even Kyle Lowry, is he their starter? Let's see. Yeah, he is their starter. So I don't know if they'd be willing to give up 2 starters. We can try it. I mean, it's valid. Although he's 3.5 stars. I doubt this is gonna work. Yeah, I don't even know why I tried that, to be honest. So let's remove Kyle Lowry and add somebody else. Well, we'll add Amir Johnson. I can't believe he's making 6.5 million. That surprises me. One sec. Let's just check him out first. Let's just check him out for a sec. Where is he? Alright, Amir Johnson. Let's see. He's a role player. He's pretty happy with that. That makes me happy because I don't see him getting much playing time on my team. And I don't want him to be pissed when he comes here. So once again, Rudy Gay, our second round pick, Jason Terry, for DeMar DeRozan, Steve Novak. I'll just be trade balling with Steve Novak all day. The Raptors first round pick, which I hope will be worth a lot, or at least worth something in the lottery. And Amir Johnson. Let's see. And, oh, I pissed him off! Oh, no. Dude, I just wanted a first round pick. Come on, man. Alright, well, I pissed the Raptors owner off, so Rudy Gay will not be shipped back to Toronto, unfortunately. So, maybe there's some, is there any skills I can upgrade? Let's see. Trade negotiation. Yeah, you know, I'm going to spend some VC. I'm going to get my trade negotiation skills up because that might be my downfall at this point. I have discounts on this because I picked broker as my GM style. So I think I'm going to go at least to level 3. Although it looks like level 3 requires something else. Oh no, never mind. It requires trade negotiation level 2. So I can also get level 3. You know, I'm feeling lucky. I might even go as far as purchasing level 4. Because trade negotiation is key. If I don't have the skills, no one's going to want to take my crappy deals, you know? How many levels actually are there, I wonder? There's 10. You know, I'm just going to go as far as I can go, I think. That's level 5, I believe. I'm feeling lucky. Let's go one more. And let's see here. Alright, I think level 7 is where I'm going to have to stop with the trade negotiation level. That's pretty high. Hopefully, there's nothing else I have to purchase this episode. I don't think there's going to be. Although, of course, I really don't know. So now my trade influence is increased by 6%. I really don't know how big of an impact that's going to make. But hopefully, it's a large one. So let's go back to the front office. And I'm going to propose a trade. One of the other trades that interested me was the 76ers one. Everybody knows that even in this MyGM mode, the 76ers are likely to have a great draft pick. They're definitely going to be a lottery team. So let's find out where they are. They're probably up top here. Yep, there they are. And they offered me Thaddeus Young. And you know what? Maybe I'm just going to try this. You know, I'll throw in, let's see if I can throw in somebody else. Throw in Jimmer? Is that doable? Throw in Jimmer and a second round pick. For some reason, second round picks sometimes make it or break it as far as these trades go. I don't see Jimmer progressing very much. Thaddeus Young, I could definitely see that. I mean, again, I think DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay were just kind of a swap. Rudy Gay is obviously a little bit better than Thaddeus Young, but Thaddeus Young is really good at taking it to the basket. He's a very similar player. His style of play is very similar to that of Rudy Gay. So I don't think we're losing much. And again, his salary almost $10 million below what Rudy Gay is making, and I just need to clear up that cap room because I want to be able to sign some free agents this offseason. So let's propose this and see if it works. I really hope they accept this because this would be sweet. And even this GM making the same joke as last one. So I'm gonna edit an offer. So it is not valid. Let's see. Let's just submit it and see what's wrong with it. They would have too many players, so they have to give up somebody else. I'm gonna try to make them happy. And ooh, oh no, this isn't in order. You can't take injured players. I'm gonna go for this guy. He's a bench warmer. He's happy about it. I don't think they're gonna give me anyone else, and I really don't want anyone else on the team besides for maybe Michael Carter-Williams. In fact, I'd be interested to know if instead of Thaddeus Young, if they'd be giving me Michael Carter-Williams. Let's just see how much he's worth. Let's remove Thaddeus Young, and let's add Michael Carter-Williams and see how many trade stars he has. So he's 3, so he's half more of a star. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see what happens here. Let's go. This offer isn't what they're looking for. I'm sure you can do. I don't know what they want. I wish they'd tell me. Alright, so let's see. Perhaps we can give him somebody better than Jimmy. Who? Jason Terry? We could try throwing Jason Terry at him. Maybe even another second round pick, because like I said, second round picks are useless. There is no debating that. I don't think anyone in the history of 2K has ever gotten a good second round pick. So let's compare stars here. This is 4, 6. I have 6.5 stars. That's what my trade is worth. This is 5. I'm actually giving him more trade value than I'm getting in return. Obviously, I think I'm getting more out of this, but as far as these stars go, the 76ers are actually getting more in return than I am, so they better be interested in this. And this isn't what they're looking for either. So it just seems like no one wants to trade with me, and that's pissing me off, honestly. Let's see. What else? What else can we give him? I really don't know who else we can give him. Carl Landry? I mean, I wouldn't be that upset giving up Carl Landry. Alright, well the 76ers just don't really seem interested. Maybe it's just they don't want to give up a draft pick. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to take Michael Carter-Williams out of here. I'm going to put back in Thaddeus Young. I'll go back to the original deal. So let us do this right now. This is doable. Thaddeus Young, Hollis Thompson, the 76ers first round draft pick this year for Rudy Gay and my second round draft pick. This is a great deal. Come on. Oh my god, this isn't what they're looking for. Last time, I'm removing this. We're going straight up player and draft pick for player and draft pick. Wow. Okay. They're still listening to me. It's not like the Raptors where they just threw me under the bus after 5 minutes. Oh, man, I don't really know what else I don't want to give them any draft picks. Because I'm likely to be bad too. I don't want to throw away my future. Which I understand why these teams might not want to throw away their future either. Give them another second round. I'm just desperate at this point. Oh! I told you the second round pick is the difference. Oh my goodness. So it looks like we are shipping Rudy Gay and 2 second round picks for Thaddeus Young and the 76ers first round draft pick. Some people might not think this is really that good. I think this is actually a really good trade for me because I'm getting Thaddeus Young, who has a much lower salary than Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay has too high of a salary. He's really not that much better than Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young is also 2 years younger. I am over justifying this trade, I'm sorry, but I am actually happy, and I'm getting the 76ers first round draft pick. I cannot see them being that good. I really hope that they're not. They're going to be a lottery team. If they're not a lottery team in this game mode, this is the most unrealistic game I've ever seen. So, end conversation. And here we go. We're talking to the assistant GM right here. And he's saying we should adjust the roster after our last move. That makes sense. Yeah, let's view the menu. So Jason Terry looks like he is now back in the starting lineup. That should not be so. Thaddeus Young is our new starter. Jason Terry for a second thought he was going back into the starting lineup. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Sorry, bud. And, geez, so everyone just moves down in the rotation. Oh, there's 37 minutes remaining that I have to give. Damn. Alright, let's do this. Alright. So he should be playing around the minutes that Rudy Gay was playing. I believe that was like 36. Let's call this even, just give all of the starters 36 minutes a game. And then Jason Terry is our 6th man, so he should get this 14. And everything should be all good. Actually, I don't have to switch him, I can just give him the 14 minutes, I believe. Alright. So I took care of that. And my first big move as a GM has now concluded. You know, I really didn't think when I added that second round draft pick in there that it was going to make much of a difference. I was kind of just saying that, but it actually was the make it or break it factor. For some reason, they wanted those second round picks. I really could care less about them. Whoever gets good players from second round picks. So let's just go and check out how Thaddeus Young is doing. I'm sure he is ecstatic to get out of Philadelphia. I mean, earlier this season in the actual NBA, I heard a lot of talk about how he wanted to get out of there. And he thinks he has a lot to offer this team. I think he has a lot to offer this team. I think the 76ers draft pick has a lot to offer this team. So I am pumped. That's our first big trade right there, people. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that helps me out so much. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.
If I ruled the world, I would buy it all. I'm addicted to champagne and buying them all. I'm addicted to living life above the law. How much do it take to live above the law? I called my homie Ralph up, cause his car stopped. Told him bump a new car, come grab the car lot. That way you can have convertibles and a hard top. Open up a few doors since we had a hard knock.